with that, I'll have to authenticate you, okay?
Okay.
May I ask who I'm talking with first and last name, please?
My name is Chris Johnson.
And what was the name of your first pet?
Professor Sparkles.
Okay, great. That's Professor Sparkles. All right, let me check that information you gave me. Okay, Mr. Johnson, just checking your name. Looking through your security questions.
Welcome back to the channel. I hope you all are having a great day. So this was a video taken from Grid Space that talks about just how far we've come with automated call centers. This is almost indistinguishable, this particular program, from a human being interacting with an AI. Questions come up like the Turing test. How serious this is getting, and we can only imagine how many jobs this is going to take, in line with what Andrew Yang has been saying. But anyway, that's really what this video is. This isn't what this video is about today. We're going to talk a little bit about, yes, Andrew has qualified for those December debates this month. But let's take a moment, just a moment, and reflect on just how amazing Andrew has, what he's done. Looking at Kamala Harris, who's dropped out. Cory Booker won't be on the stage. Julian Castro won't be on the stage. And he has just left a trail behind him of seasoned politicians who have been involved with some of the most historic signing of bills and a variety of things. And for the American people not to see just how serious now the idea of universal basic income, excuse me, wow, coming off of a cold and still fighting there, guys. But Americans to see just how serious the topic has become is just amazing, right? We would have never thought this a year ago was would be this serious and would go this far. So what's going to happen with these debates? What's going to happen with Andrew Yang? Andrew Yang has went against the major media companies and groups, news that these politicians depend so much on. Being this 21st century presidential candidate has allowed Andrew to use the power of the internet to pretty much just run his entire campaign at a level that many other politicians haven't been able to achieve, right? So because of that, it gives Andrew an edge. Now, what does Andrew need to do in this December debate that's coming up? Well, there are a lot less candidates on the stage now, meaning that even if they try to ignore Andrew Yang's speaking time, it's going to get harder and harder to do that, right? There's going to be so few people on that stage, they're going to have no choice but to move more towards Andrew Yang. Although they may try as they may to still limit his time, the more time Andrew gets to speak, it's a lot different than the other candidates, right? When Andrew gets to speak at length, people start to come over to his side. It starts to make a lot of sense. What I would like to see Andrew Yang do is just not try to necessarily be forceful or aggressive. I was at first going to say that the problem is right now Andrew Yang's campaign is time to switch to DEFCON 5, right? He's got to pull out all the stops now because, time's ticking down. He's been running this gradual, steady campaign, but at some point, he's got to jump up and jump out and really go hard at these other candidates to get, to climb up higher in the polls. You got to do that at some point in many ways. Everybody who's done that successfully have managed to gain a lot of points. Anytime there are any confrontations or direct opposition to a candidate, happened with Tulsi Gabbard. Hillary Clinton went after her. Her poll numbers just shot straight up, right? When Kamala Harris attacked Joe Biden, same thing. Now, the problem is, I'm not sure if Andrew Yang, this is his strength doing this. This may be a necessary thing, but it may not exactly work out for Andrew Yang. So what does he need to do? Well, I think he's going to have two options in this. Either he does attempt this and it works out for him and it doesn't backfire, or he takes the honest route. Just lets everybody know, look, I'm not a politician. I'm a businessman. I'm just like any of you all. I'm just like any of you all who could have got up and did this. And what I need your help to help me restore needed things in America, things and ideas like taking care of the American citizen, really taking care of them, not leaving them behind. And through the freedom dividend, being able to do that and just being this very honest human being that is not a seasoned politician, that is up there not wanting to be president, but feeling he has to, and making mistakes, and then talking about the freedom dividend. See, my whole thing is that throughout many of the ad campaigns, when Andrew tried to be more viewed as a normal politician, I thought that was a big mistake. Many of you felt that we should give it a chance, that this looked more normal to people, it wouldn't look ridiculous to people. But hold on, wait a minute. What got Andrew Yang to this point has always been taking chances. The unconventional campaign is what's worked for Andrew Yang, right? You know, American people are a lot different than how politics presents them. We showed that with Trump. American people like people who are willing to take risks with their ideas. And the more ridiculous it sounds in some cases, and the more outrageous it sounds in some cases, you'll be surprised how Americans say, that's something different. I'm taking notice to that. I'm interested in that, right? But some of you thought that the campaigns being a very normal-like candidate would work best. Well, the stats are showing that it did not. And that Andrew Yang has run a great campaign because it's been unconventional. Now, I think he needs to do two things in this debate. I think he needs to go back to that. Go back to talking about the freedom dividend, $1,000 every chance he gets. And this is the best time to do it because he's already showed he get this far, right? And he's closing down now, right? It's going to be only like 7 people on that stage. This is the time to double down on the freedom dividend. Make it look ridiculous and outrageous as possible, right? And I know that sounds crazy. I know it sounds dumb to some people, but I believe that's going to be the way for Andrew Yang. And the next thing, just be honest. I'm not a politician. I'm just a regular guy who will not accept where America's going for myself and my children, and just be a regular person and take risk. Be willing to take the risk. Because really, guys, at this point, you know, Andrew's been running this gradual campaign to stay in the race. We all understand that. But now it's really getting down to the wire where he's going to have to leap out and really take some big chances, right? So that's kind of where I'm at with it, guys. Tell me all what you think was happening with Andrew Yang. Real quick, our project, BitcoinNYK.com, our own universal basic income project using some of the world's most advanced technology, blockchain technology. You can participate today absolutely free. The whole idea of it is to create UBI for you so you don't have to put a dime in. Join today. There are no excuses. We'll leave a link in the description. That's all I want to say in this video. If you like content like this, don't forget to like and subscribe. And until next time, take care.